Hello once again, and we return to the Great War. So we'll resume then, shall we? Um, yes. So the performance is going to be a little bit shitty at the start as it gets into it, I imagine. Wish I could improve on that, but oh well. Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty shitty. Okay. All right. We'll just take a look at the map. Yeah. So this army in Lodz, I just need to give them supplies. So we have a supply column here that we can send them. Um, how many do we actually have in this army? Right, so 25,000 men, 3,000 horse, 252 cannon. That's fine. Okay. So I'm especially interested in this army here. It's a damn shame that we couldn't deny them all supplies. It seems they could receive some supplies this way, who knows. They're most likely gaining them from the fortress here. Well, from the citadel here, which is a damn shame. I could try and capture this. It would be very tempting. Okay. Show the magazine here. Mr. Brusilov. Okay. So if we take a look at our objectives then, what do we need to take? Excuse me. Right, so we need Warsaw, Brest-Litovsk. They would be some quite valuable objectives. Especially Warsaw. Warsaw looks to be worth 12, which is quite impressive actually. Okay. Well, this performance is amazing. Minsk and Kiev have the next high value objectives. So we have 14 for Kiev, 10 for Minsk, 5 over here. So, yeah. Riga is worth 7. Obviously, St. Petersburg is going to be worth quite a lot. Is it St. Petersburg or Petrograd? Right, Petrograd. So Petrograd is worth 17. Okay, performance needs to be improving now. That's good. Smolensk. Where's Moscow? Moscow. You're here somewhere. Ah, Moscow. So Moscow's worth 16. Okay. So, the vast majority of our objectives are basically up here. I mean, these objectives down here in the Ukraine and etc., they're all fine and dandy, but I'd rather not spread out too much. I'd rather go for a single good push. And on the Western Front, yeah, Belfort. Now, Belfort only has a 589 man army. Well, 589 strength army. Hopefully we can take it. That would be the dream here. This army could definitely do with its organization. Well, cohesion recovering. It's pretty low right now. Excuse me. Same with this army, of course. And they should recover some cohesion as they get closer to the battle, hopefully. So we will definitely see another battle here, which is going to be interesting. I hope we do not lose. If we do, that will definitely be contentious. Right, hold at all costs, your side will never willingly attempt to retreat. Interesting. Right. Checking the rest of the front now. They don't have really too much strength over here. Um, so depending on how the battles play out, possibly we could go for some kind of envelopment. I don't think I really have the necessary force to be able to envelop the French army in that way. All in all, the best thing we could probably try to do is maybe finish off the Swiss, head through Lyon to Dijon, and then basically advance behind them, try and destroy the railways, and advance upon Paris. I don't imagine they would have much force in Paris. They have garrisons in some of the cities, but not too many. Excuse me. Okay, so we do need the Italians in. It would be fantastic to have them. They are fairly close to Entente at 65, but it'll be fine. The Americans X83. Yeah, it's no issue really. Okay. Belgium is still 50-50. Fighting pretty damn hard for that. Okay. So Portugal will enter the war fairly soon, but I don't really give two monkeys about Portugal. It's annoying, but it's not exactly life-threatening, is it? Okay. So we could raise some more state funds. Oh no, we could not actually. Do we need the engagement points? Yes, we do. What a shame. Okay. And then on the Ottoman front, in the Caucasus, we're basically going to hold here. There's really no need. If they're going to push on us, that's fantastic. They'll run out of supplies. We just need to wait and everything will be cool. So that's good for me. Okay, on the Serbian front. Um, I'm not too sure if I even need to bother advancing, honestly. Perhaps it would be a waste of time. Not too sure. What was Bulgaria at? Bulgaria. Right, so Bulgaria's at 65, Romania's at 72. Um, I think what we'll do is we'll forget the offensive. Oh, you need to actually go back, so yes. So I think we'll forget the offensive. Or perhaps we might just hold this land here. We'll hold this land here then. Okay, that sounds fine. Well, yeah. I think we'll try and hold this line here. Wait for the Bulgarians and Romanians to join the war, and then we should be able to defeat the Serbians quite easily. Obviously with the Ottoman Empire as well. Okay. I think I'm going to combine these forces over here. Okay, so the fleets are all right and dandy. Over here to Königsberg. It's been raided, so there's not really many supplies there, but it should be fine. Hindenburg is over here. Right. Can't believe how long this force has been here. Now, if we can get the flight to reconnaissance planes here, then hopefully be able to get some intelligence around here. That would be nice. That's what I'm hoping for. Alexander Friedrich. Or Frederick. Where is Alexander Frederick? Or Friedrich? Not quite sure. Okay. So we're in late December. We've already plotted our moves for the turn. So I think we can nice and effectively just allow the turn to go by. And we'll handle things as they come. The offensive is well and truly into enemy territory right now, so that's good. As long as we keep them fighting on their own grounds, we're not suffering losses at home. We do need to deal with the Russian force down here, but they are small fry for the most part. We'll be able to deal with them once we've destroyed this army here, or at least sent it packing. The main force here is going to be interesting to deal with. They seem to have been resupplied, which is quite a shame, but I'll be able to live with that. We'll just have to focus on taking over Poland. If we can take control of Poland, that would be good. We're going to need Warsaw. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of forts in Poland as well. It seems like most of the enemy's fortress strength is located in Poland. Well, along the frontier, I should say. I would be tempted to actually try and land some marine forces somewhere. Maybe Malta, but I suppose Malta would be quite risky because of the fortresses and etc. Though it would be good. Um, Perhaps land in Egypt, maybe. If we could try and seize control of Egypt, that would be fantastic. But honestly, I don't want to send the Ottoman forces in as they will just not have enough supply. It'll take them too long to get back and forth because there's no rail lines. The British will have the higher amount of strength, and honestly, it's just not worth it. Okay. East Prussia is fine, actually, which is quite nice. We managed to force the Russian armies out of East Prussia. Okay. They are taking their sweet time trying to take that town. Does it seem like there's been any losses? That was a very interesting battle. If you could even call it a battle. Right, bombardment, fantastic. I wonder if this bombardment would eventually reduce the fortress. Hmm. Well, going back to the Ottomans, thinking historically. Oh, hello. Konrad von Hotzendorf. Right, Mr. Conrad, you have to prove that you're not a bloody failure. Okay, this does not seem like the best plan. I don't understand here. Why would we go for cavalry breakthrough when... Yeah, okay. Mass firepower is pretty good, so we'll go for mass firepower that obviously counters that, so, yeah. Anyway, yes, going back to the Ottoman Empire. Historically, their imperial army was practically decimated fighting the Caucasus, so I do not want to repeat that. There's no need to send the Ottomans anywhere over then to their respective stations on the frontier. Let's bleed the Russians. Let the Russians come at us and bleed in an attrition war. Okay. So it seems like the French are doing something interesting. I don't know if... Well, actually no, they may attack again. Yeah, there's armies arriving at Belfort. I'm hoping that Belfort has not been reinforced. That would be bloody awful. If it has, then no bother, we'll be able to survive. Okay. It looks like the British are attacking us again once again, sorry, in South Africa. Well, in German West Africa. Okay. Hmm. Come on, show me the money. Fucking hell, okay. We are defending this position, so that's fine. Heavy... They have more... Actually, no. Well, yes, they actually do. We will go for the mass fire. Obviously, we are defending, so we need to make the most of this. 130,000 men. Now, that's not that many men. If we could bleed them, that would be fantastic. Okay, that's more than 100,000 men, okay. Well, they are throwing themselves at dug-in position, so they will definitely take the losses necessary. Oh dear. Austrian defeat. 12,000 for 14,000. That's not good at all, really. Okay, well, we're going to see the French front. I'm seeing British detachments. I really don't know if that supplies or not. It doesn't look like a military unit, so hopefully... Hmm. RAF has arrived at Belfort. RFA, yeah. I'm feeling like they're going to have a lot of troops at Belfort. I feel like that's going to happen. How long did it actually take for my men to arrive at Belfort? I think it was 15 days or something. So, yeah. Who knows? Hmm. Oh! Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, yes, I was kind of hoping they wouldn't have had this many troops, but I suppose that's just not on the cards, is it? Yeah, this is going to cost me. Oh, buggery. I really wish I had the gas shells now. Oh dear. Well, hang on. Bloody hell, that's definitely changed things up. These men must be coming from the other armies. I don't think we'll win this. Hmm. This is going to be a long battle. Okay. We're definitely not going to win this, but we didn't lose too much. Then again, I'm not too sure. Hmm. That was. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Oh my god, that was fucking amazing. So the bombard communications, this battle plan will use the effects artillery firepower, combat bonus, and moderate range combat penalties to our enemy. Use this plan to lower casualties from enemy fire with medium and heavy artillery. So this battle plan apparently failed, but so did their battle plan. So we started with the harass enemy deployment. Okay, so it's successful, and then we basically went into the balanced deployments. Right. So they had more artillery than us. They had less cavalry, but they had a hell of a lot more infantry and planes. I'm bloody amazed, to be honest. Bloody amazed. Ferdinand, yeah, Ferdinand. Oh dear. I suppose maybe because we had a good general. Oh no, we were defending. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So we must have arrived. What day did we arrive there? That's bloody interesting. Have we forced them out of Belfort? If we forced them out of Belfort, that's going to change everything. I did not think we were going to win that. I really did not think we were going to win. Bloody hell, they managed it. God damn. We're coming into 1915 as well, so if we can research the infantry techs, tank techs, and just basically everything we possibly can, and try and get the gas as well, that should be really good. We need to try and inflict as many casualties on the Western Entente as possible. The East will have more men, but they're obviously never going to be as good. and they don't have the ability to pick a place and hold. Okay, here we go with the technology. The Great War saw gradual advancement in technology of warfare, heralding a new age of aircraft, tanks, and ever larger heavy artillery. Research is monitored on the research of map. Okay, so basically, over here is now the technology. So the Western Entente has a higher percentage in the infantry. We obviously have more in submarines. They have more in defense against submarines. We're kind of equal on planes. The Western Entente is slightly ahead in technology, I imagine. Okay, 67. They're going to be ours soon. They're fighting for this, but I don't think they're going to get it. Possibly even bringing Greece into the war would be interesting. Definitely be interesting. The British are 32% rebels. Okay, but that that was definitely impressive. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to go research. Here we go. God damn, we have a lot of state funds. Right, we could effectively fund all of. Oh no, we could only fund one of these things. We need the engagement points, don't we? Hmm. The chemical warfare would be interesting. The Western Entente is very ahead in the chemical warfare. That's bloody impressive. Uh, Well, the U-boat would be a nice idea, but I don't really have any U-boats. They kind of died. I could probably do with building more U-boats, actually. Hmm. We'll go for the chemical warfare to begin with, and then we'll focus on the infantry. If we can use the chemical warfare to our advantage and basically decimate them in battle, that would be fantastic. So, the Battle of Belfort. That was a very impressive battle. I can't believe that. I can't believe we pulled it off. They took 39,000 losses, 565 cavalry, they lost 48 cannons. Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive. Did we capture some bloody artillery as well? That is brilliant. British artillery as well. British. Fantastic. So there's a Swiss force here. And we have some garrison here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move some forces into Belfort and try and take the fortress. Okay. I think for the meantime we'll hold here, allow our armies to recover cohesion. We'll send this over as well. Right. It's the repression von Bayern. His cohesion is low. Yeah, these armies must have been joined into the fighting. Okay. We'll send this to resupply at Strasbourg. Okay. So, the pioneer, well, the engineer, provides a 1-point siege bonus to the whole stack when defending or attacking forts. The pioneer, a defensive engineer actually, whatever you want to call him. Defense engineer plus 10% defensive fire and 1 protection for the unit, and yeah, provides 1 point to the siege. Let's see, could we use this? Bombard fort? Apparently not. But I'm very impressed that we managed to push them back. Very impressed. I wouldn't want to assault them this turn, in all honesty. I think that would be foolhardy. Concessions to Italy. Background. Italy was nominally part of the Central Powers Alliance, but opted for neutrality upon the outbreak of war. Since its territorial ambitions lay within the borders of Austria-Hungary, this option allows Austria-Hungary to cede the Italians portions of its land to Italy to gain its support, but at a high cost in home support for the Austrian government and the Central Powers. This event can be played if Italy is still a neutral nation. So Italy would shift 25% towards the Central Powers. Italy gains self-rule. Austria loses 25% alignment in all regions, and Central Powers loses 10 morale. And yes, that's pretty harsh, in all honesty. Hmm, pretty harsh. Ah, I don't have the engagement points. Fuck's sake. Um, it's a small amount of land. It's a small amount of land, and we're in this to win this. So, oops. Why is this moving about? Okie dokie. Could this stop moving around, please? Why is this locked? Ah, so we could take the points from this, then that's good. Okay. Having Italy is more important. Okie dokie. Right, yeah. How goes the Austrian front? Right, so we have this force here. They will definitely have to regain their cohesion. These men are holding out spectacularly. Hmm. Okay. Do you gain supplies from here? You gain supplies from here in Dubno. So that's a very important place to hold, actually. Hmm. And again. Ah, artillery and supply. Let's try and take that. Okay, so we have some leaders over here. Fantastic. Could do a 3-star general. Right, so we'll take the 2 pieces of field artillery out of here. And we'll send them over to the west. There we go. I'm actually going to recruit some more forces over here. Just, well, militias or reservists. Okay, reserve divisions. I do not want to lose the front line. And reserve divisions are cheap, gives us some decent combat strength in the area. And all they have to do is stay, so that's good. Okay. The Austro-Hungarians could definitely do with more forces. Okay. Have some medium artillery. Actually, we'll have some reserve divisions in the fortresses over here.